welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great and amazing day. I know you guys saw that title and you saw the thumbnail. This is going to be my very last unboxing for this year 2022. I only have about, I want to say, at least 7 or 8 books. I don't have that many, so it's going to be like a little mini unboxing. But yeah, as you guys saw from the thumbnail, from that intro, I had like 2 books from Book of the Month, or two boxes, and I have some bags and boxes from Amazon. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the Book of the Month books. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start off with unboxing that. Alright, so the first, again, is Book of the Month, and I also want to mention I am not sponsored by Book of the Month. That is going to be my goal for next year, though, is to get sponsored by them. So you know, if you're liking what you're seeing, please make sure you give the video a thumbs up and, you know, hit that subscribe button. That'll really help me out a lot. But I ended up going, I can guess you could say, the mystery thriller route for this month's selection. They did have a romance selection, but it was kind of like a Christmassy romance. And as you guys know from my my December TBR, I only have like 1 Christmas book on that TBR because I really am not just feeling the Christmassy theme of things. I don't really care for like the Christmas music, movies, books, things of that nature. So I didn't get that option. I decided to go with the early release option, which was the All the Dangerous Things, which is a new it's an early release. I believe it's supposed to come out next year, 2023, January, I believe. But so this is the book that I got for my Book of the Month. This is actually, you know, again, one of the books from this month's pick. It is by Stacy Willingham, All the Dangerous Things. For the synopsis, it says, 1 year ago, Isabel Drake's life changed forever. Her toddler son, Mason, was taken out of his crib in the middle of the night while she and her husband were asleep in the next room. With little evidence and few leads for the police to chase, the case quickly went cold. However, Isabel cannot rest until Mason is returned to her literally. Except for the occasional cat nap or small blackout where she loses track of time, she hasn't slept in a year. Isabel's entire existence now revolves around finding him, but she knows she can't go on this way forever. In hopes of jarring loose a new witness or buried clue, she agrees to be interviewed by a true crime podcaster, but his interest in Isabel's past makes her nervous. His incessant questioning paired with her severe insomnia have brought up uncomfortable memories from her own childhood, making Isabel start to doubt her recollection of the night of Mason's disappearance, as well as second guess who she can trust, including herself. But she's determined to figure out the truth no matter where it leads. Following up her instant bestseller, A Flicker in the Dark, Stacy Willingham delivers a totally gripping thriller about a desperate mother and with a troubled past. I honestly did not know that she was the author of A Flicker in the Dark, because I actually wanted to get that book as well. I think I had that in my bag or my box already for the next year, because I actually wanted to read that because I heard good things about that book. So I didn't know that this was by the same author. But yeah, so this is All the Dangerous Things by Stacy Willingham. I'm excited for this. I think I could get through this month, because I told you guys again in my December TBR that I'm actually more interested in reading mystery thriller books this month. So I could possibly get into this. I'm not sure. I know for sure there's a book that I got in this unboxing that I do want to get to this month that I actually am going to be recording right after I finish this video. So yeah, but again, this is the first book I have for the unboxing. This is my Book of the Month December choice. Now, oh sorry, I'm like, what the hell is that? My box is hitting my stand. Anyways, actually in this box I also have the Book of the Month choice, but I also got 2 add-ons. This book, it was what month is this? Let me look. October. I think both of these books were actually October choices, but you guys probably know from my previous videos, I told you guys in the month of October I couldn't get any packages sent to my home. So, and this one sounds really interesting. It is called Sign Here by Claudia Lux. yeah, this one and actually both of them actually interest me in the month of October, even though I couldn't get it. And I decided to go ahead and just get it from Book of the Month simply because it was cheaper getting it from Book of the Month than it was to get it from Amazon. Because I think you can only get it in hardback, which I kind of prefer in a way. I don't know, I just like hardback books, even though I don't mind paperback. But I keep scaring myself. Oh no. Anyways, so again, this is my first add-on, which is Signed Here by Claudia Lux. And the synopsis is for this. It says, Peyote Trip has a pretty good gig in the deals department on the 5th floor of hell. Sure, none of the pens work. The coffee machine has been out of order for a century, and the only drink on offer is Jagermeister. But Pay has a plan, and all he needs is one last member of the Harrisons family to sell their soul. When the Harrisons retreat to the family lake house for the summer with their daughter Mickey's precocious new friend Ruth in tow, the opportunity Pay has waited a millennium for might finally be in his grasp. And with the help of his charismatic co-worker Committee, he set a plan in motion. But things aren't always as they seem, on earth or in hell, as old secrets and new dangers scrape away at the Harrison's shiny surface, revealing the darkness beneath. Everyone must face the consequence of their choices. So yeah, I ended up someone I'm subscribed to was reading this book, and she made it sound real interesting how I guess I'm basically somebody who's in hell is trying to get one of the family members, the Harrison family members, to sign their life away, and he only needs one more signature, I guess, to get promoted in hell. So I was like, okay. I heard it was like a dark humor type of book, and I'm all for it. So I ended up picking this book up. But again, this is Signed Here by Claudia Lux. Alright, so the last book I got in this month's box is, again, I believe this is also October 2022. It is The Family Games by Catherine Stedman. So I actually was watching another video about this, and someone said that they actually were enjoying it more than they thought they would. I pretty much, when the synopsis started, it sounded really, really good. So I was like, I should just go ahead and add it in my box. But from the synopsis, it says, a rich, eccentric family, a time-honored tradition, a lethal game of survival. One woman is about to find out if she has what it takes to join her husband's family in a riveting must-read thriller from the author of Something in the Water, Mr. Nobody, and The Disappearing Act. The rules: listen carefully, do your research, trust no one, run for your life. Harriet Reed, a novelist on the brink of literary stardom, is newly engaged to Edward Hallbeck, the heir of a powerful family. And though Edward has long tried to sever ties with them, news of the couple's marital bliss has the Hallbecks inching back into their lives. As Harriet is drawn into their lavish world, the family seems perfectly welcoming. So when Edward's father, Robert, hands Harriet a tape of a book he's been working on, she is eager to listen. But as she presses play, it's clear that this isn't just a novel, it's a confession of a grisly crime, a murder, and suddenly the game is in motion. Feeling isolated and confused, Harriet must work out if this is a part of a plan to test her loyalty, or something far darker. What is it that Robert sees in her? Why give her the power to destroy everything? This might be a game to the Hallbeck family, but for Harriet, losing might prove deadly. So yeah, that is the synopsis for this book. It sounds really, really interesting, sounds really, really good, and I do think I could get to this month as well. I believe this is a mystery thriller. Yeah, so oh yeah, I think it's mystery thriller. I think that one, yeah, because I feel like that was like the theme for October, like mystery thriller type books and stuff. So yeah, so again, this is The Family Game by Catherine Stedman. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering why I had 2 Book of the Month books, because usually you only get like, the most you can get out of Book of the Month for each month is 3 books. 1 book that has to be the choice for that month, and then you get 2 add-ons. I have another Book of the Month book because I kind of sort of wanted this book, and I didn't want to wait till December to get it, and so I decided to go ahead and create another account with Book of the Month just so I can get it. Listen, I only paid like $5 for this. It's hardback, and the paperback is like $10, and I only paid $5. because you know Book of the Month had this little special for Black Friday where you get $10 off, and you know it's usually $15.99 when you start an account with them, and they say is like you're not paying for the book, but you're paying for your subscription. So you originally pay like $15.99, but because I had started the subscription during Black Friday, they took $10 off, so I only paid like $5 and some cents, and so I got the book for free technically. But I say I just paid $5 and some change for a hardback book that if you get in paperback from Amazon it's like $10. I got it still, and it's a very popular like booktube type of book. I've never read any books from this author. I've actually heard like mixed reviews from this author, so I'm not sure, but I was like, only $5 for it, why not? So can you guys guess what the book is? Like, I'm not even using scissors, I'm just breaking it. Can you guys guess? Oh, and then they gave you like this little booklet, like, you know, like if you're new, and I'm just like, oh baby, I've been here. Oh, that's very sweet. But you know, I guess you get this for every like Book of the Month box. I don't know, did I get this my first Book of the Month box? If I did, I don't have it anymore. But yeah, if you want to know what you get that little booklet, and then you get the actual book that you chose. And you don't, oh, and you get other stuff too. See, I don't remember getting all this. I guess this was their 2022 Book of the Year like selection, and I believe tomorrow won. I've heard things about it, but not a lot, so I don't really know. But can you guys guess what the book is? It actually won Book of the Year for 2019. So if you guys know off the top of your dome what book won that award, then you know what this book is. But it is Daisy and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Can you see? Can you see? Okay. Hopefully you guys see. I remember I was watching Sarah Caroli's video, and she was reading like a book. I think books that she had that had like the highest rating on Goodreads, and books that had the lowest rating on Goodreads that was on her TBR. And this book had the highest score on Goodreads. So she read it and she said how much she really enjoyed the book. So I was like, because I've heard things about Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I've heard like her biggest book is probably The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I've heard like mixed things about it. Even though I've heard majority great things, I've also heard some bad things about how she writes some characters in her books. So I was like, ooh. But then when I saw that video, she talked about this one, and I've heard pretty much that this is a good book, and so I was just like, you know, let me give it a try again. Hardback copy, only $5 and some change for a book that you get paperback that's $10 and some change, so like half off. I got a good deal for it. This would be my first time ever reading a book from her, and it would probably be my first, well no, I read The Song of Achilles, but I don't think I have like a lot of books on my shelves that are like big BookTok or BookTube books, to be truly honest with you guys. So I mean, I do actually. Like, I got Six of Crows, I got Throne of Glass, I got the Court of Stone, not a Court of Stone, the Court, you know, the Court series, Akatar series is what I'm trying to say, and then the Heritage Game. So I got some pretty big books, I guess you can say. I do, but yeah. So Daisy Jones and the Six. The synopsis reads: Daisy is a girl coming of age in LA in the late 60s, sneaking into clubs on the Sunset Strip, sleeping with rock stars, and dreaming of singing at the Whiskey A Go-Go. The sex and drugs are thrilling, but it's the rock and roll she loves most. By the time she's 20, her voice is getting noticed, and she has the kind of heedless beauty that makes people do crazy things. Getting noticed is the Six, a band led by the brooding Billy Doom. On the eve of their first tour, his girlfriend Camilla finds out she's pregnant, and with the pressure of impending fatherhood and fame, Billy goes a little wild on the road. Daisy and Billy cross paths when a producer realizes that the key to supercharged success is to put the two together. What happens next will become the stuff of legend. The making of the legend is chronicled In this riveting and unforgettable novel, written in an oral history of one of the biggest bands of the 70s, Taylor Jenkins Reid is a talented writer who takes her work to a new level with Daisy Jones and the Six, brilliantly capturing a place in time and an utterly distinctive voice. So it sounds actually interesting. It kind of gives me like that feel of the X Factor. You know how like some people come on the show as a group, and then some of them might stay as one person because everybody in the group might not be good, or sometimes they all were at one person that was from one group, and then these other people from one group, and then like they make them a group instead of the group they came with originally. I don't know, it gives me that type of feel considering that they placed Daisy. Or maybe that's the design of the book. I thought I had a stain on the book. I'm like, what the hell is that? Okay, but anyways, yeah, like how they say they put Daisy Jones with the Six because they were both getting popular at the same time, so they decided to put them together. I'm already feeling like, what was his name, Billy and Daisy is gonna be some shit. It sounds really interesting. I do think I want to get to this month actually too. So again, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know you can't see because the doggone light is making it so bright, and it's white up here so you can't really see it, but that's basically the book I decided to create another book of the month account just to read. But there you go. Okay, so this book in this bag is actually a book that I've already read. I've actually talked to you guys about this book on my channel. I actually did a reading vlog, a little bit of it as well. It feels so big, and I'm wondering, is it because it's trying to match the same size as the other books on my shelf? Because I have a whole series from this author. Can you guys guess what it is? I kind of told you guys I needed to have this book on my shelf. Guess, just guess, come on. I'm gonna let y'all guess. Okay, you done? I got it. Sins of the Father by Smoggy. Y'all, come on. I told y'all I love this book, and I told y'all I needed this book on my shelf. Y'all knew this. We knew this already. Come on now. And I'm not going to read the synopsis because, like, y'all need to go check the reading vlog out if y'all want to know more about it. But, again, Sins of the Father by Smoggy. This is what it actually looks like. It looks so good. I'm going to put it right by my Elite series, which is by Smoggy as well. I love this book. Oh my, it's so thick. It's so crazy because when I read up books on my Kindle, they don't seem this like long or anything, but then when I get the books in my hand, they're so thick. Like, look at that. And it didn't take me no time to read this book. So for it to be this thick, it wasn't like that long a read, and I think maybe because I just really love the story so much, it didn't take time. It didn't take me that long to read. And I like the font of this. The font looks good. Okay, so this is my other book. So as of right now, I've unboxed like 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is my 5th book. Sins of the Father by Smoggy. Alright. Last but not least, I have like 2 books in this box. It's so small. I didn't think these books were that small until I got the box. I was like, okay, these are really tiny. One book I know I have in here is a series that I've heard very great things about that I want to try to get into. And then another book I got in here is a book from an author that I've already read. I read one of her books from a 3-book series that I really enjoyed, and I really need to read the other 2. I have them on my Kindle. I don't have the physical copy of them, but I know this book that I have of hers I'm going to read this month because I have a video I'm recording right after this of a little reading challenge, if you will. If I can open this box. I can't. Come on. Okay. Let's just forget that. Why is this so hard, y'all? Okay, whew, we got it. So the first book that's part of a series is Shatter Me. Okay, I've heard really great things about this series. I don't know too much about the series other than the girl who touched people. She can kill them. She got a lethal touch or something like that. But the synopsis basically reads, the moon understands what it means to be human, uncertain, alone, crafted by imperfections. No one knows why Juliet's touch is fatal, but the reestablishment has plans for her. Plans to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has plans of her own. After a lifetime without freedom, she finally discovers a strength to fight back for the very first time, and to find a future with the one boy she thought she lost forever. In the electrifying first book in the Shatter Me series, Tara, I don't know how to pronounce the author's first name, I'm so sorry, Mafi presents a riveting dystopian world, a thrilling superhero story, and an unforgettable heroine. That's not talking about it. But again, yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. I don't know why it had a freaking sticker on it. That little sticker, well, it's not a sticker, I can't take that off, but it's like a printed sticker on it. I don't know. It says include a sneak peek at the Woven Kingdom. I don't know, but yeah, so I got the first book of the Shatter Me series just to give it see how it is. I didn't want to like be too committed by having all the books, you know, just in case I didn't like it, then I'd be like, okay, I have the first book, I'll just give this away to somebody and not have to worry about it anymore. But I've heard good things, so maybe I will like it to the point that I get the other books in the series. I don't think I'll get to it this month. I don't know. Don't hold your breath on this stuff, but I'll probably make this like a series, because I have, as of right now, 1, 2, 3 books that are series. 4, nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 books that are a series. Yeah, you know, I just have the first book of each of them. I don't even have the, no, take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, anyways, that's Shatter Me. And then again, I told you guys I have this author. I've read this author's books. I read one of her books out of her 3-book series. It's a new release by Miss Holly Jackson. 5 Survive. I'm really excited for this because I love the first book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I didn't read the other 2. I have them on my Kindle. I need to get to them, I know, but I don't know. I just like, I've heard that it gets better with every book in the series, but I know for a fact I'm going to get to this month. And in fact, when I start my other video that I'm going to record, I will be starting off with this book. But basically it's called 5 Survive. The synopsis reads, 8 hours, 6 friends, 5 survive. Red Kenny is on a road trip for spring break with 5 friends. Her best friend and her older brother, his perfect girlfriend, a friend from school, a guy Red wishes was more than a friend, but they won't make it to their destination. When their RV breaks down in the middle of nowhere with no cell service, they soon realize this is no accident. They have been trapped by someone out there in the dark, someone who clearly wants them dead. With 8 hours until dawn, the 6 friends must escape or figure out which of them is the target. But is there a liar among them? Buried secrets will be forced to light, and tensions inside the RV will reach deadly levels. Not all of them will survive the night. From the author of the New York Times and multi-million copy best-selling A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series comes in a new, unforgettable thrill ride. Y'all, it sounds so good. And I find that when I read her books, it's such an easy read. This is a small ass font though, ain't gonna cap. I think what it was is when I originally got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the physical copy of the book, and then I read it, I was like, that was the first book I got after I got my Kindle. And I had read like, excuse me, my nose is acting crazy. After I read like 12 books or 13 or 14 books on my Kindle, I went and got that book and I tried to read it, and I was looking at the font like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna be, I didn't think I could read physical copy books anymore after I got my Kindle, because I was like, you can make the font on the Kindle so big, you know. And I already wear glasses. I don't wear glasses when I read, even though I need to, but I don't for some reason. So I can make the font really big on my Kindle. And so when I saw the small ass font on the book, I was like, oh hell no, I can't read this. So I ended up buying the Kindle version of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and that's why I have the complete series on my Kindle instead of me only having one of the books here and not the other 2. I have the other 2 on my Kindle because I just like, I didn't think I could get through it. But this is like literally the same fucking font. it's the same fucking font from that one. But I think I could get to it. Hopefully. How is it? I'm excited. And then also when they had that element of like Until Dawn, I don't know if you guys like play video games or anything like that, but it's a video game on PlayStation that is Until Dawn. I love that game by Supermassive, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's giving me that element in a way, because it's like they have to survive until dawn till they get help. Otherwise, you know, but before dawn they have potential to die, but once you get to dawn there's somebody to help them, so they don't no longer have to fight what they're fighting in that game. So I wonder if it's going to be like similar to that in a sense. Like I hope it's not, as far as like the storyline goes, because if that's the case then I might be able to catch on quickly to it, because I've played that game twice, so I know what's going on. So yeah, but I'm excited. Again, this is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is her new release. I will definitely be getting to this actually today. So this will probably be like the first book I ever showed you guys where I was like, I'm gonna get into it today, because every other time I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get to it this month, but I have it, you know, I have it just in case when I'm feeling like getting into it. But yeah, so all right y'all, just to wrap up all the books I got in this little unboxing, I got 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. Gosh, I hope I pronounced that right, but I know I didn't. I'm so sorry. I got Sins of the Father by Smoggy. I have Sign Here by Claudia Lux. I got The Family Game by Catherine Stedman, also by Book of the Month. I have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is again from Book of the Month. I'm really excited for this one because I've just heard good things about it, so hopefully I like it, or I'm gonna be really pissed and I'm never gonna trust y'all again. I already kind of don't trust y'all after the After series. That shit was fucking trash, so I really don't trust y'all like that. But I'm gonna try one more time with Daisy, okay? And then the last book I have is All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. Again, my Book of the Month choice. And that is all the books I got for you guys. This is my little unboxing I had. Very last unboxing in the month of December in the year of 2022. My last unboxing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. 7 books. Okay. Gotta figure out how to put these on my shelf. Well, I got room. It's just my TBR. So big. Almost like 30-40 books. I need to get some help, y'all, please. Keep me in your prayers. I'm not getting no more books. I promise y'all I'm done. Like, I need to read all my TBR. The only books I might get is the books that I have like series for, and if I jump into them I might want the next book in the series. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also turn your notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.